Okay, hello and welcome back. I am just Sana and we are playing The War Within today. We got to the point of unlocking the Earthen as a playable race, and I created Addington as a Horde Earthen, and then after the stream I created Ovira as an Alliance Earthen. I honestly don't know if I'm going to keep either of them. It's more just to have fun with the character creator than anything else. I also created, this is a Drakthir, and originally they could only be evokers, and then with the War Within they could be other classes. So I recreated one of my Drakthir as a mage just for the fun of it, and I didn't realize until afterwards that blue dragons are supposed to be the dragons that are in charge. They specialize in magic. That's their thing, and she's a blue dragon. That's just the way it. And then I created another evoker because if you don't create them as an evoker, you don't do the starting zone for Drakthir. But if you do create an evoker, then you do the starting zone. So I don't know if I'm going to keep it Shaller. But it was fun because I was messing around with the character creator and just wanted to do more with that. But anyway, we are going to play Justana because there's still more and more within content to do. There's stuff to do with the goblins. So, yes, I am streaming on a day that I normally don't, but that's because yesterday was a crap day and I didn't want to try to stream on top of that. So, I don't think I've actually been to the trading post since May started. So, we'll go over there. There's my monthly stipend. I'd like to see what he has to offer this month. Let's see. Is that a hedgehog? Interesting. Stop with the mouse special animation. I want to look at you. Interesting. Terror of the switch box. Ooh. We'll never outfox the fox. This would be funny to put on a Volpera. Frumpy softpaw. These grumpy frumpy meatsy only seem to find joy when drinking a boba milk tea with salted caramel and cookie dough. I mean, sounds about right. Brown fur spicy bakar. Stop moving! Interesting. Such a good boy. Or girl. It's hard to tell sometimes. Always good, though. He's supposed to be a dog? Heroic half shell. Rocket chicken. This would be fun to have on a death knight. This would be good for a death knight too. Ooh. Frenzied Hat of the Shallows. I don't generally put hats on my characters. Oh, this would be good. This would also be good for Death Knight. Any of these would be good for Death Knight, except the Stade, because they don't use stats. Katana. Nunchucks. Should have known they'd have these kind of weapons if they had the half shell thing. That's an offhand weapon to use as a spellcaster. I don't do these. Oh! Right. Reference to Ninja Turtles still. Because we have blue, orange, red, and purple. Oh, I might have to get the bow one just because.
May the seas be kind to you, friend.
Anyway. Okay. That's that. Alright. So, I got a quest when I logged in at one point. Meet Milton I have an urgent missive for Justana from Milton Wilbron, second in command of the Flames Radiance. Hellfall requires what strength we can muster, and the Flames Radiance seeks volunteers to join the fight against the remaining Surukai forces. Please report to World of Warcraft without delay. Am I going to do that? No. I still have this to deal with. When opportunity explodes. There you are, Stunna. Have you heard the latest news? There's a big hole bored in the side of the mountain out by Opportunity Point in the Ringing Deeps. There were opportunistic folks taking it over, and now there's even more. We better hurry over there. Investigate the blasted hole in Opportunity Point. I have to deal with the whole Gobbo thing. That's Eldraken. That's... nope. The Storm Shield. Suna. I have to find the right portal. That's the Dalaran. Because this one's forest, so that's the north end. That's to Jade Forest, that's to Pandaria. That is to Shatraf, Caverns of Time, and the Exodar. That's Borealis. Hang on. fine. I have my Hearthstone set to Dornagal, so we'll do that. I think you're supposed to sail from Borealis to Dornagal, but oh well. I have my Hearthstone set to it, so why not? Reverse the core way to the Windy. So we're supposed to meet Gazlowe. Trying to remember. I think. Quick, quick, not Google search, but a quick search here. Corway. There we go. Sometimes Dragonflight is fun because you can actually fly faster sometimes. But you do tend to fall out of the sky if you're not careful, and I'm not keen on that. Thank you. Now we're in the Corway. There we go. Okay, so we need to go all the way over here. And I do have that flight path unlocked. Awesome. I just have to find the nearest flight path to get me there. New Superman movie. Yay.
Our miners still have problems in the rumbling wastes. Clear out those Skarden and recover what you can.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah, I was right. Where is the Flight Master? Flight Master is nearby. There they are.
Are you here to help?
Right, so the voice actor who does the voice of Gazlowe, who we're going to meet, and is a goblin, also did the voice of Turalian. And apparently another character, I don't remember.
The clouds above the living grotto are full of rich, useful minerals. Get up there and gather some.
Yeah, I haven't been doing world quests like I should have been. I've been messing around with other characters. I want this mount. Okay, so this way. Oh, I see it. Troll food has to be brand new.
I gotta reward the effort. Look at him.
What needs fixing?
It's a toll booth? You gotta be kidding me. Monty kind slow rolls his eyes and laughs softly. I guess you can make money off of anything.
It's lonely at the top.
Lots of these workers are heading to a venture camp just down the road. That's a great first stop for information. We'll pay the toll booth fee. It's best to just play along for now. Pay the toll at the toll booth and gather information from the Northern Goblin camp.
Get out. We just want to visit the mining camp.
You ain't going nowhere till you pay. What you got?
There's lots of business heading to the North Venture mining camps lately. That's big bucks for us. You want to go in, you pay the toll. Simple. Why are you letting some of these goblins in without paying? Oh, they've got Darkfuse work badges. We don't upset Darkfuse enforcement. Blackwater's got a good thing going on here. If the boss man ain't picking on us, we ain't gonna upset that apple cart. I wanted to haggle about the price. I love to haggle, but today the price is set. We're still setting up our coupons and deals.
Back to it.
Here. This should cover us.
All paid. Move along.
I gotta love gobos. The manager is deflecting. See what the workers know while we distract them.
What's up?
It's just not too hard to find some loose lips among unhappy workers.
Got a special recipe.
You don't
for
look
ya.
like Darkfuse inspectors. I can tell them about the Darkfuse. Darkfuse enforcement are the security and overseers for this outfit, so they think they can push everyone else around. And they can. I'm here to track work hours of the venture team. Pure admin gig. So, excuse me, I've got to get back to work. I just want to finish my contract and bring my cash back to pay my rent and undermine. Thanks for the info.
I just handle the paperwork and try to stay off the Darkfuse radar.
What? I'm working.
I didn't sign up for this. What's the job here? This was a venture company mining operation, but now lots of cartels are getting their hands into things. The best jobs are up here in the north. Jobs in the south are the worst, I heard. In the southern work sites, workers just disappear, and hazard pay is only an added 10%. It's awful.
This is bad. But at least I'm not in the South Mines.
You looking for trouble?
Time to blame me for the wall too? I inventory the explosives, but I don't get to decide where they go. What happened here? Hey, our job is to get things done, not ask a bunch of questions. Some order came in to blow up the wall, so we did it. If somebody sent a bogus work order, that's not on us. Thanks for the
Somebody
info.
wanted a hole in the wall. I don't know who, but it sure wasn't the Darkfuse.
I love that they all have variations of New York accents.
Bilgewater on duty.
I don't want to judge any goblin by who they work for, but when it comes to Darkfuse, we got to. Can you tell me more about the different goblin cartels? Sure, I can explain the cartels just now. They are basically big groups that focus on some specific area of business. There are 4 major cartels currently in Undermine. Steamwheel Cartel, Venture Company, Blackwater Cartel, and Bilgewater Cartel. Darkfuse enforcement is new. They don't seem like a proper cartel. Darkfuse seems more like Gallywix's personal enforcers to me. We're the Bilgewater. I'm the Bilgewater Trade Prince right now, so that's the cartel I know the most about. Most folks know us as the engineers and masters of all things that go boom. That's pretty accurate, honestly. Bilgewater has had a rough time of things. Jaster Gallywix was the Trade Prince just before me. Thrall asked me to take over after Gallywix abandoned their cartel and the Horde. See, Gallywix made some bad deals and didn't want to stick around when the bill came due. We're the Blackwater. The Blackwater Cartel is led by Baron Revelgaz. He was the Baron of Booty Bay and leader of the Blackwater Raiders when they were pirates. Now he's a trade prince in the Blackwater Cartel focused on controlling trade and shipping. It has to do with travel. Blackwater's a company. The crew. Revelgaz is a decent guy though, if you don't mind the piracy thing. Yep. We're the Venture Company. Venture Company is a cartel that prizes profit over everything else, usually. They're mostly into lumber, ore, or any other natural resource they can find. If they can dig it up or cut it down, Venture Company is going to make money off of it. Their drilling and cutting gear ain't half bad either. I don't know who their leader is right now. It was Mogul Razdun for a while, but not anymore. Not after the Motherlode debacle. for the Steam Noodle. The Steam Noodle cartel is where I used to work. You see them at Gadget Sand, Mud Sprocket, Ratchet, everywhere. They've done everything. These days they're known for their alchemy, potions, and poison. Some of the best product they can make. Marin Noggenfogger, a friend of mine, took over as Trade Prince a while back. He's well known for his Noggenfogger elixirs. The members of cartels change cartels? Yeah, I used to work for Steam Wheel back in the day. I try and treat my folks fair, but sometimes you get a better deal from the other cartels. And when another day comes, we can always try to win them back. Okay, interesting. I don't think I've, that's the first time I've actually seen any, actually gotten a good explanation of the different cartels. Oh, I'm on the wrong character, for that. But yeah, the Bilgewater cartel is the one that's allied with the Horde. And the other cartels, well, Venture Company is hostile to everyone, but the other two, they're neutral to Alliance and Horde alike, so you can get, rep with them.
Yep, looks like we've got work to do.
Maybe whoever wanted that wall blown up also wants our attention. Here, we got a dig deeper.
Bilgewater is on the job.
Hostile work environment.
Nice chat.
Bigger and more
Time to
dangerous
move
an
on.
opportunity point. These South Mountains sound real bad, even if you have a high tolerance for bad working conditions. But what are they mining? Something here is worth big money. We'll need to check it out. I'll head past the big dark fuse camp with breadstick stealth mode. Make a big distraction for us, will ya? I'm sure you can slow down protection while you're over there. Because dark fuse keep the heat off Gaslow and Renzik.
Was proud.
Oh, you again. Hello.
You have come far, stranger.
I just encountered her on Sebowitz, my Blood Elf Paladin. I'm close to finishing the War Within on him. I go where my visions get me. I'm not sure I ain't as much. I honor my people's tradition, but the visions and stopping the Black Blood come first. Listen, what do you think of all this chaos? I'm glad Gasol and Renzik are here. I used to work at a greater distance from people. They seem to thrive in this environment. Minor investigations. What riches are they mining out of the earth? Could this deep digging be related to my visions? Surely these goblins would not find value in something like black blood. I must get a closer look. Together we will gain insight into their operations. I was wondering if black blood had something to do with it.
I fear I know what they are digging up. Let us be sure.
Is that another playable race in the future? Okay. Off we go. Smash! Ugh. I'm not used to having to really fight. Okay, gotcha. I have been rewatching a few of the cinematics, not just from The War Within, but also from Dragonflight. Okay, let's get our horses out of the way. But yeah, of course the scenes I'm rewatched. Oh, Monkeys and Gallywix.
Of whoever brought down that wall.
Gallywix didn't want that wall
Goblin who
taken down.
brings me the culprit gets a promotion and a corner office at the Galagio.
This document requires anyone with information about who opened the western wall to bring the information to their supervisor. Details the reward, a promotion to working inside Undermine. It also includes a promise of the favor and appreciation of Gallywix. Gaslo will want to know about this. But yeah, of course, frick. Not good. Right. But yeah, the cinematics I was rewatching are the ones that have real emotional punch. Like when Magni basically ensures the Earthen don't awaken as guarded. Okay. Oh, one of those was the manager. Okay. And another one was when Ilaria finally defeats Xal'atath, and we find out what happened with Khadgar. And if you missed it on the previous stream, Khadgar has not been able to use his legs. Suspicious canister. That's right.
This is black blood. They must be bringing it from the south.
Yeah, those are the main two I've been rewatching, but there are others I've been rewatching. I have to actually use what medications I have. Okay. Right. Still some managers I need to take care of. Awesome. Ooh. I mean, it's not a good idea to attack them all by thinking it's not honorable, but this is a game. Craft disperser. Interesting. Rude. How dare you? I have been wanting to find out what's going on here, so... Okay, now... Alright. Where do I need to go? Over here. That was a demon hunter.
Who's your
Micromanager. New face, great to see you. I'm Zordo, and I specialize in getting people what they need. Welcome to my shipping desk. How can I help? To learn more about the process here.
Meet me by the south gate, friend. I'll clock out and clue you in.
Interesting.
South. That seems more like what I saw in my vision.
I don't know where she went, but I will be okay with that. She's trying not to be seen, so I get that. The employees are being worked to death based on these time cards.
Let me just clock out over here. So let's get what you need, huh?
Over here!
Accept gold as a tip, you know, if my info's useful. Really? This guy?
Speak to
My
me.
vision suggests there is more to the south. We should move on soon. Does this goblin you discovered have more information?
Perhaps I saw the black blood in my visions, but not all of that machinery.
How's about a tour?
What's the holdup? All parts accounted
All
for.
eyeballs were on you. That was great. And you brought us new resources, Zordo fella. Good thinking.
Nice chat. Now get a move on.
What'd you find?
Get out there
Skylar
and
wasn't
get to it.
controlling the Dark Fuse directly and wants to know who worked against him. We could have an ally out here. That's a big clue, Jasona.
Yep, looks like we've got work to do.
Oh, I got what
Good
you
honest
need.
work. You're new here, right? I can tell by your questions. But don't worry, Zerdo's got your best pal. I'll give you a personalized tour of Gutterville, the center company town just south down the road. It'll be informative and interactive. You can't ask for a better experience. Trust me. Follow Zerdo on his tour.
Trust me.
You don't mind if I charge by the minute, do you? Haha, I'm just kidding. We can chat about some kind of payment in Gutterville, assuming you enjoy the tour. Begin the tour. This guy's just stalling.
It's fine. Hey, Zerdo, show us what you got.
Sure thing, boss. This way. On your left, Venture's new Mach 78 Black Blood Extractor. Woo! Give it a whirl.
Okay.
Imagine how much black blood that baby has dug up. Am I right? Oh, it's low on coolant. Everybody move! Well, that happens a lot. Let's go to the town.
It's Gobbo Make. Of course that happens a lot.
I ain't done nothing.
We've had a lack of coolant lately. They're hoarding it down south, I bet. Besides, the X-78 was always more buggy than this X-71. Continue the tour.
Trust me. Okay, let's go.
Zerdo, wait. Oh, Wayne, are you okay?
What have they done? I must have a closer look.
So stick with her when I catch up with us at Gutterville when you can. You know, I did think that they were going after the Black Blood when I realized that they were mining something here.
You
Black
hail
Blood.
from above. Wild
The
guide
land
you
is
will.
underfoot. Despite scary black blood north in a massive volume, never seen a land become infected this rapidly. Clear away the rocks. Perhaps we can save it yet. I'll go after the structures. Point out weak spots as you find them, and I will focus our assault. Kill the black blood creatures and signal our awareness to attack the weak points in the pipeline. And your purification and circle of cleansing. Okay.
May you lend your song to hers. Follow me. We will stop this atrocity. Nature rejects you.
Yeah, she seems to come from a community of druids, so it makes sense that this sort of thing would be the antithesis of what they stand for. I mean, in the Cataclysm, we did work with a goblin who was using their shaman abilities to try to make a profit. So, for the record, I finished in Vashtir, and I have the achievements to prove that I did.
There are more.
Wondered if there was another one. Yeah.
It begins to falter.
Then actually, Undermine is actually a raid. Which, if that's the case, then I won't be doing that on stream. But we did, at the beginning of one of the streams when I logged in, they did, have a cinematic that introduced Undermine.
We must finish this.
Okay, over here. So it was kind of introducing this whole storyline.
Someone's coming.
Don't touch that. What are you doing?
Amzi.
The Black Blood. You have no idea.
I know it's bad, but you're making things worse.
Okay, we did get one more of those blob things. Oh, and I'm gonna have both of them butts. There we go. Okay, now we can turn in the quest and continue on with the story.
You have found me.
I mistrust any of the goblins responsible for this pipeline. Be cautious, Tristana. So I want haste and versatility, or stamina and crit.
I shall watch for you.
Okay. That's 532, 558, so this one.
Wow, look
Into
who
the
it
gutter.
is.
What are you doing here? Sabotaging? I can understand that. Things are way out of hand. But if we explode this pipe here, it'll get even worse. Black blood everywhere. Maybe together we could come up with something real to do. Meet me in Gutterville. We'll talk more away from these awful slimes. Meet Pansy in Gutterville.
Got it. It's dangerous here. We can talk more in town.
Okay. Oh look, Fight Master.
Stirring things up?
Yeah. And that's the other quest.
Oh, I'm glad we mixed it up.
Oh, then it's business,
Keep your
is
voice
it?
down. I've never seen so many spies in Gutterville.
Oh, and I was gonna chat all
Stitches get
day.
stitches. I thought we could talk here in Gutterville, but it feels tense. They're all venture companies, but I don't recognize a lot of them. Word is, Galliwick sent down a bunch of workers who were sympathetic to him so they could spy on us. Clear out some of these turncoats. If any of them report to Overseer Godzik that we're working against the pipeline, he'll go after my people. Remove the venture turncoat spies in Gutterville.
Will that do now?
You're talking to the goblin in charge.
Paranoia
Parts
prevention.
accounted
What
for.
information is Galliwick's after here in Cutterville? Let's see if some of these goblins will give us a hint. Let's start with any Bilgewater goblins we can find. Investigate Gutterville's spy
Who was
problem.
proud? Hold up. I see a goblin I know. Hey there, friend.
I'm on it.
Keep your voice down. Of course I recognize Gazlo. We've got to keep this on the down low.
He can't talk now. Try old crazy Benny. He'll tell you some weird stuff, but he gets facts mixed in too.
Oh, sorry to put you on the spot.
Thanks.
What you got?
You're spying for Galliwick, admit it.
Yeah.
I got a direct line to Galliwick's ears. Not for long.
What
what you got. Yeah.
But I get out. Stable master, okay.
This my problem?
You don't deserve to share the profits. You know, this would be kind of fun to do as a goblin, but I generally don't like playing as a goblin. I don't know. Not just because they're goblins, just the animations and info about this will be worth a big promotion. It's just not fun. I do have a high level goblin. They're actually a warrior.
This my problem?
You're spying for Gallywix, admit it. Gallywix will pay big if I get rid of you. I have been through all kinds of shit.
You saw ghosts?
Not the face. You think you can really stop me? Conspiracy theory, Benny.
You looking for trouble?
You're looking for the real truth? I've got all the juicy stuff, but I gotta whisper. What have you seen lately? Benny checks behind him and on the ceiling as if expecting ghosts to be up there. It isn't just goblins. There are weird ghosts spying on us too, all wrapped in bandages. My uncle's niece's foreman saw some ghostly shit dematerialize. I saw one skulking around just yesterday, all sneaky-like, with a bandaged face. Plus, I think the pinch are in on it. They've been trained by Gallywix. Benny makes pinch motions with his hands and points at the exit. Thanks for the info. Where are all these spies trying to find? Benny looks around nervously then speaks. Gallywix is giving up big rewards to find the folks working against him, turning all the goblins against each other. Pansy knows the truth, I think. Pansy?
Next time.
Look, this project is slowly killing my crew. Blowing up the wall was my cry for help.
That was you? I knew you was worth something. I got a reward to collect. See you, losers.
Zerdo.
Oh, this smoke. I can't see a thing.
Hitting buttons. Okay. One more to take care of. I think this is what he meant by the pinch. Yeah, to press pinch. Yeah, if you create a goblin hunter, your starting pet is a crab, so that makes sense. What are you staring at?
Next time.
I'm reporting this. No, you're not. Yeah, it makes sense that Zerto would be the one to report. So apparently Pansy is in charge of the venture company.
I told you to use the manifold. Off you go then.
There were more spies than I expected. It's hard to have faith in the venture company, but we're not all like that.
Do what you gotta. Will that do now?
I hope Renzik catches up with Zerto before it gets loud, but we shouldn't count on it.
Off you go then.
I got a team of engineers, all of them got families. They keep having horrible accidents and infections from the Black Blood. I just couldn't stand another death. I opened the wall. I wanted it to bring us some hope. You show up and want to stop the Black Blood. It doesn't do anything good to stop these pipes up here. We gotta get to the pump station. So my crew and the pumps, they're all at the same station. But we should hurry. Go to the pump station and meet Pansy.
And I was gonna chat all day. Help me save my folks from the dark fuse and this job. And I'll help you shut it all down.
Hi, James.
We are aligned in purpose.
I'm good. How are you? Actually, let's visit the blacksmith.
Which side you on?
Sell all junk.
Get it done. Need some help?
Repairs.
Watch it out there.
Writhing fields. Lovely.
My engineers. I thought if I just got them undermine.
No, frack.
What needs fixing?
Baking in the heat here. It's been low 20 Celsius for about 3 weeks now. I'm not built to take that kind of heat. No. 20 Celsius. I know 30 is horrible. I think in Fahrenheit. Oh, you're same temperatures as us. Except we're used to these temperatures. Can't believe it. Cyril must have told Overseer gossip about me. This is a clear message to stop.
Off you go then.
This crew trusted me. They're my family. We gotta see if any of them survived. I have other engineers who ain't here. They must have fled into the field. Razzie, Keats, and Glizza are out there. Find them. Bring them home. Rescue Pamsy's last engineers from the riding field.
I won't let the Dark Fuse or Gallywix bully us. We're shutting this all down.
I'll give you a hand, Pansy. Buddy, save the rest of her crew.
You got it.
So, your
The
path
horrors of the
leads you
Black Blood
here.
here cannot be underestimated. The strength of it is in this place is causing my visions to feel distant, like odd whispers. Kill the manifestations of this rot before they grow stronger. Kill blood horrors.
My visions are clouded. I need to clear my head.
Kind of looks like another kind of troll. Or elf. I mean, trolls came from elves, and wow.
I need to get closer.
Okay, where do I need to go? Down this way. Wait, yeah. Yeah, the weather for us has been up and down. It hasn't been consistently at this temperature. That'll happen later in the summer. Blood ticks, lovely. Ireland, 3 weeks and barely enough rain to fill a thimble. Yeah. Southern California, we have the infrastructure to deal with this kind of heat. Like, pretty much every house has heating and air conditioning. Now, if it gets down towards freezing, then yeah, we're screwed. We are not, that's not what we're used to here. We're used to the heat, we're not used to the cold. Oh my gosh. Oh, there you are.
What now?
Everything out here's on fire, literally and figuratively. Pansy sent me. The pump station's safe.
You got it.
Headed back to the station.
We are not going after that elite. We'll go this way. Bruce, go away. Leave me alone. More comfortable at 5 feet than 25 feet. Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah, my sister moved up to Idaho for a couple of years and had to deal with the snow and all of that. And my mom was like, there's a reason we don't live up in the mountains. you are. Whee! Right on the drill.
What now?
I hate this place.
Break time?
I'll go check in with Pansy.
Kids are basically wearing jumpers. Yeah, I always take a sweater to work with me because it's early in the morning when I get off work and it is cold, but I don't always wear it when I actually get to work because it's so hot. Once the sun goes down, it gets cold. Yeah, you don't want to be in that. Got it. Uh-oh, aggro something. One of my other Discord friends said that they were moving from Southern California to Maine and was asking for advice. And basically, the people who were used to that kind of weather were like, layers. Wear layers.
What? I'm working.
What are you doing out here? This place is deadly.
You got it. Oh, thanks for saving me.
No problem. Bob. This time we brought our first kid to the south of France. It was over 25 C. I wanted to keep my mother in law to stop putting blankets on him. He would get heat stroke. Just couldn't comprehend their autumn is hotter than our summers. Yeah, if they're not used to that kind of weather, all kinds of blankets at that temperature would be not a good idea. Yeah, one of my teachers when I was younger was talking about teaching up in Northern California where it gets cooler. And she couldn't understand how the kids could wear shorts when it was cold to her. And it's like, if you're used to that weather, then shorts are fine. But if you're not used to that weather, no, long pants.
What now?
We made some progress here while you were helping Tansey's engineers.
We have a plan.
Of course. I hope it involves explosions. Starts with killing the Dark Fuse leader, Gallywix. No. Gothic. There we go.
The roots brought us
It
both
will
here.
take much more to staunch these wounds. We must not tire.
Perhaps we'll meet again.
We get things done.
Extreme still. Fancy and I came up with an idea. Since we can't access the controls and we can't blow it up, what if we freeze the pump station? Stay with me. Pansy mentioned that a lot of the machines up north are overheating lately because all the coolant is being used down south. It's even harder to get because the blood slimes eat it. What if we found all that coolant supply and dumped it into the pump station? We put the whole operation on ice and it takes ages to fix. Tell Chillgut Slimes to collect Chillburst canisters.
Bring the coolant. We'll be ready for it. Hey, how you doing?
That's a typical Gobbo voice line. Avenge them.
Have a good one.
Oh wait, hang on.
Keep it real. Yo.
Where'd Zerto go? I was able to track Zerto's path down to the south near some huge digging machines, but then I lost the trail. We'll get him. Zerto's a slippery goblin. Avenge them.
Have a good one.
I followed Zerto's trail south. I found a nasty piece of work named Gothic Cog Crane pushing workers around and talking about another lesson. Zerto must have snitched to this Gothic guy, but I need to confirm it. I think this Gothic will have the proof on him. Gothic could have given the orders, but looking at that bloody shredder and the marks on Fancy's crew, I'm sure he got involved personally. You should do the same. Kill Gothic and check him for any signs Zerto got word to him. Kill the Dark Piece and kill Pansy that killed Pansy's engineer. Find Overseer Gothic in the south by the huge drop-off. 19C and wearing jeans, t-shirt, factor 50 sunscreen, and they had duffel coats and scarves looking at me like I'd escaped from a local asylum. Different, temperature is relative. I probably would have been bundled up. My sister was like, we were planning for me to, visit my sister while she was in Idaho, and I told her if I'm gonna visit, it's gonna be during the summer. I'm not visiting you during the winter. And then she ended up having to move back to California. But she did get a new job. She starts in the summer. I'm not sure exactly when. Please be the type of thing that's 100% job right. Yeah. We had the Renaissance Pleasure Fair. It shows up at various states for a certain amount of time. Usually it's the ideal time of year so that it's good weather to visit. But it was very warm and sunny when I went with my best friend. So I made sure I wore a long sleeve shirt that was supposed to protect me from UV rays. And my best friend tried to get me to buy one of the night, a more typical medieval style shirt, and it's like, I did not bring sunscreen. If I wear a shirt like that, I will get sunburned because I am super pale. So I also wore jeans even though it was super hot because I was like, I know I'm gonna get burned if I don't. Because my family may have grown up, I may have grown up here in Southern California, but my ancestors came from Northern Europe. Correspondence from Zerto. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, my ancestors basically came from the British Isles and Northern Europe, so we are all pale. The only reason my dad is darker is because he worked out in the sun for decades for work. So his arms and his face are dark. He has a very strong farmer's tan. We do have a little Native American, but it's so far back that it doesn't even show up physically. I don't think we could even benefit from help with our college education. That's how little Native American shows up. It's just so many generations back that it's like it's not even worth it. Okay, there we go. No. Back up we go. Okay, let's see. Do we have the correspondence? It's not showing up. We do. I'm sure we have it.
Time is money, friend.
Revenge them. Letter from Zerto detailing Pamsy's involvement in opening the wall attracted attention to Gelly with his black blood and money. This will prove Zerto snitched on Pamsy, causing Gothic to attack her engineers. These engineers deserve better.
Be good.
You found proof? I knew it. Not as good as getting Zerto himself, but we'll catch up with him in the end.
Keep it real. You got a problem?
Get
I
enough to
got
freeze this
solutions.
station solid.
It's lonely at the top.
Great, that's a good haul.
Get out, this'll be
Here's
a
the plan.
snack.
If we... Getting the plan. Here's the plan. If we just freeze the outside, it'll all melt in a bit and go back to normal. But we got Orowena. She can target cracks and leaks in the pipe so the coolant can get inside and really muck things up. Since you gathered all the canisters, I think you should get the honor of freezing the pipe solid. Pansy has a rocket board and you'll be able to dispense icy justice down upon the station's key areas. Follow Orowena and the rocket board and shoot the pipeline with ice. And I get a gun.
Do us proud.
The real effort begins now. Let's do it.
I'll join you above and scout the weak points in the pipe.
Loading up the chill burst canisters. Come on.
A hoverboard. Interesting. Typical gobos.
I can see weak spots in the pipeline. I will mark them.
Whee! Typical Irish complexion, one step shy of being albino. Yep, I could not be mistaken for albino. There we go. My hair is brown. There's no way people would think me albino. There were a couple students at my school who were albino. They had to be really careful. There we go. Whee! But yeah, my last name could be Irish or Scottish. Put Mac or Mick in front and there you go.
What needs fixing?
Nice ice work. Ha!
That might have been more satisfying than a big explosion. Yo!
Undermine looms in our future. Undermine's long shadow. These engineers have been through a lot. Let's make sure they're good. Maybe they can shed some light on Undermine. Speak with Panzer's engineers.
You got a problem?
We stopped the job, but we already sent so much of black blood to Undermine. They have tons of it. That's awful.
We cannot let black blood spread.
What you got?
UV eye and skin damage. I imagine. Yeah, definitely. My eyes are pale, but my hair is dark, so. These were my friends. They came out here to get away from all the backstabbing and infighting in Undermine. I'm sorry,
The
Clarissa.
Undermine needs someone looking out for the little guy.
Where's the other person? Oh, right.
You got a problem?
Galliwick just pushed his way in with a new crew and new guns. It ain't right. Why don't no one do nothing about him? Somebody should.
What's up?
Undermine looms in our future.
Be good.
Our next stop should be Undermine.
Have a good one.
Down Undermine.
Keep it real.
We've done what we could here. It's time to get a look at Undermine. Pansy's got a contact, a venture goblin named Grimna. We can start there when we arrive. Let's get Gassel and get going. Undermine's not the kind of problem you solve with a knife. We need someone like Gassel on board for this. You know, the builder leader type. Talk with Gassel, then go to Undermine using the rocket drill.
Be good. You're talking to the
If Pansy has
goblin in
access, we
charge.
get our friends out of Undermine and we'll be home before you know it. Renzik has another idea. Galliwick can't be trusted with something like Black Blood. Looks like we got business in Undermine.
You got business in Undermine. I ain't ever going back there.
I thought you were the one who wanted to build a better world for goblins.
Any goblin who wants a better world has already left Undermine, like we did. Look, maybe we can get some others out.
It's their home. They shouldn't have to leave. I gave up everything when I left. Family, friends. I won't make anyone else do that.
All right. We'll take a look around. But I'm not going there to start a war.
Don't worry, that's my job. Okay, here we go. Interesting.
I got your papers. Just tell her you're with me.
Rocket Drill Safety Manual. Keep parts of all bikes inside the rocket drill during transit. Seatbelts may be provided at your destination. If seats are unavailable, one may be purchased at the destination. The rocket drills operate at unsafe noise levels. Warning sirens may be disabled to avoid startling drill operators. Rocket drills move at high speeds and make sudden stops. Unplanned stops may be followed by unscheduled explosions. Some safety may occur. Void where prohibited. Typical gallows.
What now?
Got the proper papers for Undermine? Of course, let's go. Hey, watch where you're walking. In Undermine, we walk around people, not through them. Tourists. I love the music. I need to switch to a horde character and do some touristy stuff.
Hey, over here.
Hang on. Gotta get
Pansy
the
sent
flight
word
pass.
about what happened in the Ring and Deeps. I'm here to get you reacquainted with Undermine.
We get things done.
I hope Renzik and Pansy know what they're doing with Grimla here. Trust issues. With the following stories in Undermine. Okay.
It hasn't been long enough.
I ain't been in Undermine in so long, I could use the help. What about you, Gaslow? Hasn't been long enough.
There you are.
Welcome to Undermine. There you are, I'm Grimlow. Welcome to Undermine. If you want to get up to speed with the current situation, you've come to the right goblin. Pansy vouched for you. That's good enough for me. I've got a coupon you can use at the Intercontinental Hotel. We can start there. Take a ride in Gramps, my hot ride. Hop in when you're ready. Go to the Intercontinental Hotel with Grimlow and learn more about Undermine.
Never thought I'd be back here. Better get started.
I'll see if I can track the Black Blood.
You're gonna want to keep a low profile. Gallius is not a fan.
I came to...
File in! Don't be shy!
Came to fix problems, not make new ones.
First stop, the Intercontinental Hotel. Goblins of all sorts congregate there. It's a great place to get the latest word.
Undermine smells worse than I remember. Was it always this suffocating?
Wouldn't have expected the fast jazz background music for the game. Nope.
Not anymore.
Excellent. Let's head inside the hotel.
Speak to Pax Costumer. Hi.
What's the damage?
Welcome to the Intercontinental. You got a reservation? Ain't gonna matter. We're full. Continental Hotel. Guess they accept only coins. You call this place the Intercontinental? Yeah, duh, Intercontinental, like inside the continent, because we're underground. Get it? You mean intercontinental, right? Oh, Pax stares off to the distance as the realization comes to his face. We just had the sign redone.
Time's a wasting. Well.
Wow, and the coupon isn't even expired. This hotel is the best of the best. It's centrally located, isn't full of nasty dark fuse thugs, and we keep the Croach population de-escalated. Rooms are full, but Hearthstones we got. Do you need one? No, another time.
Watch yourself.
Okay. Trick deck of cards. Misprinted card. Okay. Now, Quartermaster. How's it going? I'm friends with some very important goblins. It might be friendly with trade princes or cartels on the outside, but it's a whole different game down here. In Undermine, we all start at the bottom. But trust me, pal, it'll be worth it. Got it.
I'll be waiting.
Interesting.
Shipping and handling is the best of the best of the best when it comes to employers in Undermine. And we're not Dark Fuse affiliated, so you don't gotta sacrifice your morals working for Gallywix. What sort of jobs does shipping and handling do? The jobs are mostly delivery. It comes with a nice ride as a perk. If you make a name for yourself around Undermine, I'll be in touch.
I'll miss you.
Cartel recruiter.
How you doing,
You're
pal?
looking for work? Well, you're in the right place. Cartels here are always looking for temporary contractors for quick gigs. I got all sorts of brochures if you want to peruse the benefits packages. Also, I may or may not be paid on commission by the Trade Coalition. Apparently, I'm legally required to add in that part. Whatever. I want to know more about the cartels. Sure thing. Which one? The Bilgewater Cartel is Monty Gaslow's crew. They practice what you call the classical goblin arts, building things and blowing them up. Some of the best mechanical minds have been in the cartel. Gaslow, Grapplehammer, even Gallywix back in the day. Innovation, engineering, construction, city planning, infrastructure, and all of that stuff in reverse, with explosions. Officially, they're part of the Horde, but don't let that scare you off. This is Undermine. The jobs here are all about Undermine business. What if I want to change my cartel? Easy, pal. It's just a contract. I don't know what you heard, but the contract is only for a week. Then you can work for the same cartel or work for a different one. But what about Steamwheel? The Steamwheel cartel is probably the oldest and largest cartel. You can see that by all the towns they got across Azeroth, and I hear even beyond. Mayor Noggenfogger is a trade prince these days, and he is big in the alchemy and potion scene. Of course, Steamwheel does fuels, poisons, and any old industrial chemicals too, but a goblin's gonna have his favorites. But running the biggest cartel doesn't have a lot of time for mixing it up. Rumor is, and Mrs. does a lot of the potion work these days. I don't know if that's making it selling or both. That's sprinkled Noggenfogger if you haven't heard. The point is, Steamwheel means liquid assets. Tell me more about Blackwater. Who says that no goblin can't change? Seems like just yesterday, shipping and handling were running from the Blackwater Raiders. Now the Blackwater Cartel is running shipping. Ha! Well, shipping, trade, transport, and tourism. Trade Prince Rebel Gas has turned that ship around. Still runs Booty Bay, and it seems like he's still friendly with the Steamwheel Cartel. Blackwater Raiders always had ties to the Steamwheel Cartel. It was probably Mayor Noggenfogger becoming Trade Prince that opened the door for Blackwater to become a proper cartel here in Undermine. They may still do some smuggling and piracy, but you didn't hear that from me. Venture Company. You can't build without materials, for better or worse. When you need raw materials, the Venture Company gets them. If you can dig it up, chop it down, and blow it out of the mountain, they will. They also got some of the best heavy machines, miners, shredders, drills, and what have yous. They get in a lot of trouble digging or cutting where they shouldn't, or trying to keep what they promised to someone else. That's probably why they ain't no trade prince. Sometimes there are bad people at the top, But Terminal Command's restructuring is pretty regular over there. Grimla Fizzlecrank is the one who hands out the jobs these days, and she's alright in anyone's book. Why do I want to choose a cartel to work for? Why wouldn't you want to? You get to make a name for yourself, and then trade princes won't ever forget what you've done for them.
Time's a wasting.
Okay, where am I going? Over here. So I missed what she said. The man's in a situation right now with Gallywix and Darkfuse. Good thing we're here to make a difference. Trying to do the New York accent is interesting.
We do things different.
So that's the Intercontinental Hotel. Things go downhill from here.
Bilgewater's gotten it worse than the other cartels.
I need to get to the Bilgewater. These dark views have me worried.
Next up, Tailgate Park. Bilgewater Cartel used to be in charge there, but Gallywix had other plans. Now the Darkfuse act like they own the place, and the Bilgewater, well, they do the best they can. I'm not sure who runs it now, if anyone does. Head to Tailgate Park in Grimla's Hot Rod.
Don't break any. Next stop, Tailgate Park. All aboard.
In the Goblin Starting Zone, you actually have your own hot rod. And then it goes down.
Darkfuse kind of took over Tailgate Park.
I left Laszlo Overbite in charge. I need to talk to him.
Gazlo. They killed him.
I remember things being bad. But this is worse than expected.
What's the problem?
They look up the Gaslow. Maybe you folks showing up will give them a little hope.
See you around.
I'm not a violent gal by nature, but there are a lot of Darkfuse out there. They're already hassling the locals, and they won't like you guys asking questions. You want to keep your friends safe, you want to put the locals in better spirits, it'd probably be best if there were a whole lot less Darkfuse to catch my
Where
meaning.
you off to?
You got a problem?
Undermine
I got a
follows
solution.
everything that's good. Now it's got Laszlo. We need to find who's in charge now and figure out how to keep him safe. I think I know where to start asking. Find the goblin in charge of the Bilgewater Cartel and Undermine.
Nice chat. Now get. I need to see it with my own eyes.
I'll stay with our ride, in case we need a quick escape.
Good idea.
Something gotta be done about the Darkfuse. Bilgewater can't go on like this. Not so loud. It'll only make things worse. It might have to get worse to get better. I'm on it.
Remind me of the event
What?
so far. Right, this is the cinematic that played.
Undermine deserves better. Gallywix has got to go. Who's with me?
All right. I'm busy. Meaning, if I'm here with you, something more lucrative isn't being done. So, what is it you want?
I'll tell you what we want, Gallywix. We've had enough of your meddling. And you as boss. We want a new deal.
Hear that, Ugg? A new deal. And you all feel the same way, huh? You, Revel Gaz? Nikki? Noggin Fogger?
No. Marin.
No? So really, it's just you. Laszlo Overbite. Just a little guy from my former operation a long time ago. Gaslow put you up to this. That dirty, stinking rat! I'd ask you to stick around, but we got real business. You understand? Ugh. Show our guest out. Meeting adjourned.
I see you are already making good use of the black blood.
Zalatath, nice to see you. What brings you here?
It has been some time. Is everything proceeding as planned?
The repairs have been more challenging than expected. The costs alone
are irrelevant.
Of course. I just need more time.
Do not disappoint me.
Don't you worry. I won't.
Typical bully, right?
What? What?
Why don't you run things now? No way, I got a little daughter. Gallywix would have no problem going after her. What happened? Oh, right, her brother, okay. It's been a slippery slope with Gallywix. He manipulated a lot of Laszlo's friends, forcing Laszlo to go along with some awful deals. Laszlo stood up to Gallywix, but you know how that ended. That's when the Dark Shoes came. Nobody stepped up to lead us since that night. Thank you for explaining.
Laszlo.
Real Darth Vader Krennic vibe there.
Gallywix
Yep.
do this?
No one stopped him. No one stood up to Gallywix. By the way, my cat is in the room with me. He's taking a nap, and I think one of our other cats wants in. Hang on. Guess this is older. No, actually, this is the most recent expansion, so this would be after Rogue One. Okay. I can't fly here. Dang it. Okay. Uh-oh. Hi. Frick. Where are my pets? There they are. Not the face. Got with barbed teeth. That looks like a organ skeleton right there next to me. What does it say about me that I can identify what kind of race it is just from the skeleton? This is the most recent expansion, so I don't know how long they were working on developing this, but I can pretty much guarantee that it is after Rogue One. I opened the door for you and you ran away, and you went in again. Hang on. I have a do not disturb sign on my door. I think the patch is just playing with it. Sounds like your cat too. Yeah, she's definitely the type that she doesn't always do what you expect her to. Whereas my cat came in when I started to getting ready to start the stream, and he's just curled up on my chair asleep. I'm surprised that my rifle is so quiet, but I guess they changed the sound effects for the rifles because players were complaining about how loud they were. Dreams of a past life being worshipped with the music and doesn't realize when she wakes up, she's not there anymore. No, she's always been worshipped. What are you talking about? I think I could have skinned that hyena. Oh well. Ow! Oh, there's people fighting that rare. Nah. I don't think there's a quick way up there. Public parking. Yeah. Carved under Minecraft, see upgrading veteran enchantment. Gain more within season 2 using the steam foil fuel tank combined fuel tank, fuel injector, casing gears, and mounting system to this double the steam boil turbo to the G99 breakneck. Interesting. Okay, now I can turn into quest. At least no single goblin is Scallywick's next target for now. That will give us time to deal with the Blackblood. Then we can figure out how to get my people out of Scallywick's grasp.
All parts accounted for.
Nice work. If the Buildwater get to sleep a little easier, maybe feel like they got a little payback for their old boss.
That's what it is.
Split Venture. We're headed to my home turf next. Venturewood. It's next to the heath. Venture Company is mostly on board for Scallywick. That means a lot of the top brass are as sturdy as him. Watch your step. But there's some good folks there too, like Pansy and her crew. Little guy at Venture gets it rough. Everyone thinks the Venture Company is just a baddie, so no one looks after them. But I gotta try, right? Hop in the hot rod. I'll show you what I mean.
Don't break anything I wouldn't.
Okay, she did it again. Let's see how she's doing.
He's infected every part of the city. The cartels ain't even standing up for themselves.
Hi.
That's the spirit. As
That's the spirit.
No rain in Undermine. Isn't really a sun. Hey, Nikki! Venture works for Gallywix now. Why a dark fuse here?
'Cause Doc Fuse keeps you nobody's in line.
Hi. I'm sorry, am I not paying attention to you? You're ridiculous. Yes, you are. Come here. Hi. Hi. Okay. Now stop the heaps, my home turf. He's infected every part of the city. The cartel can't even stand up for themselves. You just gotta push them, Gaslo. Facts of spirit, as they say, there's no rain in Undermine. It isn't really a sun either. Hey, Nikki. Okay. Oh, she was in the cinematic.
Wow, look who it
Nikki
is.
saw it in Gallywix's pocket. She used to be my friend. You should talk to her.
And I was gonna chat all day. You can't treat our own crew like this, Nikki.
I ain't like you. I'm at the big table. I'm going places. You're the one who gets to stick around and mop up this mess.
Great.
Venture sells out. And all we get is 20-hour shifts.
Ugh, 10 hours is bad enough. I bet they don't get any breaks either. Hey. Underminer Pyromaniac.
Venture was always a rough job, but it seemed better before Gallywix came to town.
Got a few spy cops are lovely. Some of the first baddies I fought as a human character were goblin spies. So that works.
Nikki wants a shortcut to the top, but we do all the work for it.
So yeah, it's interesting. I started out almost by killing goblins, and now I'm helping goblins.
Grimlaw sent you? She's a good one. Hiya.
You did good for those goblins. Nikki brings the chaos and not in a fun way.
Gallywix's arrival brought out the worst in some goblins. Oh, then it's
I
business,
remember
is it?
that was rough with Nikki, and worse, those Starktree spy copters saw everything. Feels like we can't get away from all the spies, don't it? Last thing Venture needs is Gallywix and thinking these workers ain't loyal because they got caught on footage during one of Nikki's tantrums. We don't want a repeat of what happened to my last crew. Go take the footage from the spy copters. They usually lurk around the workshops or follow Venture workers around. Kill 8 spy copters to steal their footage. I had noticed that. Keep aggroing them. Are you done? There we go. Helps if I hit the correct button, right? Proper Beastmaster. Yep. I miss playing Beastmaster in Classic, but there's a reason that I'm sticking with marksmanship for now. That hurt. How dare. Gotcha. No, you weren't supposed to aggro the goblin. I'm sorry. One more. So I don't think I'm gonna get through this before the end of the stream.
What needs fixing?
There's nothing better than breaking bad machines for a good cause.
Do what you gotta.
Less dirt on us Gallywix has, the better.
Oh, and I was gonna chat all day.
I have
Yo,
never
ready for
seen
your
a
own
place
wheels?
like this.
Wait till you see Uptown.
Your path leads you deep, stranger.
While you have been getting familiar with the state of Undermine, I have been tracking our prey. The presence of black blood is everywhere, hidden behind noisy distractions. But the city cannot fool me. I discovered a black blood shipment at a place called Hubble Hill, but there were machines guarding it. We should go together. Investigate Hubble Hill for black blood shipment.
Nature take it. I caught the scent of black blood in a small storehouse. We must hurry.
I have more deliveries. I'll be in touch.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
What's shaking, pal?
No more walking here. We gotta do something about how long it's taking you to get around. Luckily, I know just the gal. Go meet Nanny Tallulah at shipping and handling, and see if she'll lend you some wheels. Meet Nanny Tallulah on the 3rd floor at shipping and handling.
See you around.
Way up there. Okay, how do we get up there? Next question. Come on. There we go. Tallulah is a very New York name. There you are.
How you doing, darling?
You need a car? Of course we can get you a car. We have so many cars. Here, I even have some spare keys right now. Someone said dismisses the D99 breakneck.
Fine, take your business elsewhere.
There's one more thing, Toots. How you gonna pay the lease? License not required. Alright, before you go out and run somebody over, let's make sure you know how to do it properly. We'll introduce you to the car, the drive service we offer, and how to drive in style. Learn how to drive the D99 breakneck.
Back, whoever you are.
Whoever you are. Okay, where did it go? Where are the keys? Or do I just... Okay.
It's hard being this successful, beautiful,
Take the keys to the
and
D99
smart
breakneck.
at the same time.
The G99 breakneck unlocked. You can drag this to your action bar. Over there. Getting the G99 breakneck. Whee! You should just drive around Undermine. Honk the horn. Honk your horn, making your feelings known to everyone around you. Whee! Meow. This takes me back. My phone is still going to go. Good luck with the game. Thank you! Reach the drive. No. Next to the G99 brake deck and install turbo at the drive.
Good deals, good service.
Next, let's drive.
See you again.
Get back in the G99 brake neck and activate your boost. Boop. This is up.
It's go time, sugar. Let's make a buck.
I gotta run him over? Cool. If I can just get off. I promise I drive better in real life.
Hey, you! We got a mech that's out of control here. Could use a few hands to shut it down. You in?
Alright, before you go out and run somebody over, let's make sure you know how to do it properly. We'll introduce you to the car, the drive service we offer, and how to drive in style. Okay, let's stop this for now and get back to the actual story.
Oh, Wayne, you didn't have to knock him out.
He was going to take the black blood.
We don't need to question him, just take a look around. Ethereal warning letter. Don't worry about the bots. If you pick up last guy spotted an ethereal watching us, and it ain't the first. These bots will make sure no one gets a drop on ya. Ethereals and Undermine? We gotta tell
I
Ilaria.
can reach her fastest.
I'll watch with Gazlo and keep him out of trouble. Shipment label. Alert, possible ethereal accomplice spotted. Defend yourself.
What now?
Tracking the shipments, sure what's using them. Check out any labels or letters laying around. I think I stunned all the defenses. They'll leave us be.
Get out there and
Baron Rebel Gas is shipping black blood around the city, and he's paranoid about ethereals? I got questions and he's got answers. Long way from Foodie Bay. There's no doubt about it. These shipments have Blackwater Cartel written all over them. Literally. Blackwater comes in here and then Blackwater takes it somewhere in the city behind couriers. If we want to find out where, we gotta go right to the top. Baron Rebel Gas. Grimla mentioned Rebel Gas as a temporary setup nearby. Here in Hobble Hill. Let's go pay him a visit. The ethereal thing will have to wait.
Looks like we've got work. That crate of black blood had Blackwater labels all over it. Let's pay Rebel Gaz a visit.
Tacos. Put you with the overwhelming desire for delicious street food.
Hey, look, we're all friends here.
But you're working for the bad guys.
You got something for me?
To what do I owe the pleasure of the three of you showing up at my temporary abode? What's going on with the ethereals? I've only heard whispers about ethereals and Undermine. Ghost stories make up delivery guys jumpy. Extra security didn't hurt nobody. I have more questions. Hey, Benny said something about ghosts and bandages. Maybe he was onto something. Why is this your temporary home? All I've done is work with Gallywix, but the Dark Sea squatted in the Blackwater Marina anyway. I got sick of him watching my every move, so a new place gave me a bit of freedom. Who controls Hobble Hill? No one controls Hobble Hill, but goblins with no cartel ties live here. Any cartel goblins that don't have a better digs in one of the cartel areas. We found evidence that you were transporting black blood within Undermine. You make it sound like I've committed a crime. We all gotta find ways to survive under Gallywix's tyranny. There is a black blood going in Undermine.
You're my pals, but it's Undermine. You want something, you give something. Ahoy there. Fair weather.
I am sure we can come to an understanding.
Be on your way now.
The Dark Fuse are moving into Hobble Hill. It's the same thing they did at Blackwater Marina. Once they move in, they start pushing the locals around. Sometimes they just make them go away. It ain't right. I want to fight back, but my hands are tied. If an outsider showed up and started making trouble, that'd be a different story. Make trouble with Dark Fuse with the Dark Fuse in Hobble Hill for Rebel Gaz. Eyesores for sore eyes. They call them recruitment posters, but that ain't all they're for. They're there to remind everyone the Dark Fuse are in charge and can do whatever they want. If me or one of the locals rip them down, it goes bad for us. But the Dark Fuse hate you anyway. If you torched all the posters, I would owe you one. There are 8 Dark Fuse recruitment posters on and around Rebel Gas's house.
Renzik and I'll stay with Rebel Gas. We got catching up to do.
Everyone here works for a bigger fish. And you can't just spill secrets. Smuggly confidentiality, yeah? Loose lips sink ships. Like I couldn't, for old time's sake, tell you that I just leave the stuff at a depot in the heat.
And we wouldn't ask. Okay. I'm actually gonna stop here for today. This is fun. Didn't expect this to be that kind of content, but we'll work with it. No. Okay. Where the heck? Okay.
The cartels are always hiring temp workers to pick up odd jobs. See if you can lend a hand.
Okay. Alright. So we're gonna stop here for tonight, like I said. Or today. Next week we'll be back in Classic. We'll be starting a new zone. I've actually been looking forward to doing this new zone. So, thank you all for joining me. And if you're watching on YouTube, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. In the meantime, drink water, eat food, take your meds, take a shower, go to the bathroom, just practice self-care. And I'll see you next time. Bye!